big round of applause, of course. So I started playing the cello in 4th grade. Doug was at FSU, and he came home for Christmas. And it was my first concert, playing the cello. And so he came over to our house for milk and cookies after the concert, and I went up to him with the cello, and I said, hey, Doug, look at this is great, I'm playing the cello, right? And so he took the cello, and he started jamming out on it. And then he looked at me with that look, he says, yeah, this is great, Dave, but you should really play? I said, what? You should play the trombone. I said, really? He says, yeah, it's a lot cooler. You get a lot more women that way. Anyway, that was 4th grade, so forget the woman, but I don't know if he said that or not, but I'm just saying. Anyway, he was an incredible influence on me from that point on. Of course, he was my big brother. So I always wanted to, do my very best in his honor, because, he made me proud. So when I would have lessons at school and I was taking the bus to school, and on that day I'd have a trombone lesson, I'd get this sick feeling in my stomach, And then, I didn't like that. So I realized, well, the only way around that is I just got to practice more, So started what we call in music education, intrinsic motivation. So I developed this intrinsic motivation, through my big brother. This is my, I didn't know that when I was in 5th grade, but I knew that, if I wanted to feel better and not feel sick, I practiced. So I practiced, and when he would come over to my house on Saturday mornings, give me 2 lessons, a trombone lesson and a guitar lesson. Then he'd go out and have coffee with my mother and listen to me practicing. And I can still hear to this day, wrong note, fix it. Wrong note, fix it, And so now, now that I'm retired, a retired music teacher, Miami-Dade County Schools, yes, thank you. With COVID and everything that I was playing in was shut down, so I just kept practicing. And I still hear him in my head. I've been practicing all the etudes I did in college and stuff. I can still hear, wrong note, fix it. So, he was such an incredible motivation to me. So I'm just going to leave you with one little simple thing that I was just thinking about as in the audience there. And that is that when the saying says, life gives you a lemon, you make lemonade, I think of Doug, because that's exactly what he did, right? He didn't want to be a teacher. No, he never wanted to be a teacher. He wanted to be a rock star. And so when he came to Miami, it was only temporary. He was going to go back to New York because he loved his teaching job in New York. So he, he developed MS, and down here he was diagnosed with MS. And just like in the video, he says, well, what was I going to do? Well, he made lemonade. And he got the job at Miami Beach High School in 1971. Fortunately, they had a wonderful principal, Dr. Salma Lichter, who loved Doug. And Doug's job was 5 classes of guitar. And that didn't last long until he said, well, I got to do something about this. I got to be, got to do something else here, So, of course, like Stephanie said earlier, he said, hey, listen, let's get a group together. Let's get a group together and let's sing. Let's sing some songs. So started the Rock Ensemble. Within a year, 1972, Rock Ensemble. Actually, it was 73, right, Steph? 73. 72? Fall of 72. Okay, so that's when it started. I came along in 75, went to the University of Miami, and I studied over there. And not only did I study there, but I came over to Beach High and watched him teach. What a laboratory. I studied music at UM, and I go over to Beach High and watch my big brother teach. Oh my God. What an amazing story. And I will never forget it for the rest of my life. And I'm so grateful. Brother Doug, love you, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you for everything. And thank you for being here tonight. So we're going to continue now with some more songs. Thanks a lot. So glad to be here. My lovely wife, Janice. My daughters are not, but they wish they could be here, and I know they're watching. In Clearwater and Asheville, Sarah and Claire, wish you were here. We'll catch up. So with that, I'm going to turn the mic back over, and we're going to continue playing some more rock and roll, right? Right. All right, thanks.
Oh, let's do it.